everyone, my name is Balraj Gill, and on this channel I basically talk about spirituality and how to elevate your energy and give you tools to elevate energy. So subscribe to the channel. Now today on TikTok and also on Instagram stories, I usually release a daily oracle. And how I release the oracle, so this morning the oracle was from the Sacred Rebels oracle cards, and the card that came up, so what I do is I always just shuffle, and in my mind's eye I always say what is the best intention for those who are going on my social media platforms that will be seeing this. What's the message that needs to be given? What's the energy? It's really interesting. This morning I got this card here. So be the hunter, not the hunted. And it was just 111. Many of us are going through these shifts right now. This is why I wanted to make a YouTube video about this oracle card. So a lot of us are going through shifts, and when these shifts occur, there is a lot of uncertainty, and that uncertainty is caused by our ego, fear, and it's almost that like letting go process of our old thought patterns and old habits, which is a very difficult. I just went through this. The reason I want to talk about this card is because look at that. Look at the flower that's formed in there. It's really beautiful, and I think I could resonate with this card this morning, and I feel like a lot of people that watch spiritual channels or into this kind of stuff can too. So I wanted to explain it in depth for YouTube and Instagram, IGTV. So with this card, like I said, a lot of us are going through a lot of release. When we go through this process of release, the old conditioning just wants to hold on. And the way it convinces you not to move forward is through ego, fear, shame, guilt, other people. If you begin to play into the lower vibrations of energy such as fear, you will get more people that come to you and that are going to tell you whatever creative idea the universe is trying to give you at this time. People are going to come into your life and tell you how it's not a good idea, or what's going to happen is you will block yourself from whatever signs the universe is trying to give you to increase the creativity in order to put you on the easiest path for your life purpose here on earth now. So the way that I can explain this card and give you an example is, for me recently, and I've talked about this before, recently I have, after 6.5 years practically of all of this entrepreneurial work that I've been doing, I've basically been guided to be a teacher and be an influencer and build my social media channels. And like I said before, I went through this huge like depressive state because it's like, oh, now I have to build a YouTube. Now I have to learn how to build IG stories. Now I have to do all of this, and it was really hard because I'm exhausted. I don't want to do it. I do not want to do it. But I also know that I am in a state in my life, and you might be here too, where with the growth of my spirituality, I've actually cut cords and ties with a lot of people that even got in the way of my entrepreneurial journey. My old friends melted away, my family melted away. I really don't have a lot of people around me that are naysayers. I won't allow it anymore. So my friend circle is extremely small, but they're extremely supportive and really back me up in what I'm saying. They look at me, they look at me as someone with wisdom, basically. So it's not, I don't even have to go through what some of you may be going through, where it comes to fear, where your husband might be saying, are you sure you want to do that? Or you've got kids as your priority. I'm actually quite free to think freely. I've created that environment in my home. And even though I have that luxury, because it truly is a luxury to have, to come first in this world. I put my mind, body, and soul first in this world. So even with doing that, the programming has been so harsh in my mind's eye that I just kept feeling like, no, how can I be an influencer? YouTube is too easy. Like, this that I'm doing comes to me easy. I don't have to work for it. Like, I literally, when I have a message that I need to give, I just want to share my message. I love sharing my life. I'm really raw when it comes to sharing my life, because I like to go against the curve. I don't have a happy go lucky life. I've actually had a lot of struggles. For being 42 years old, I think I've been through a lot of pain by losing my husband when I was 29 or 30, being a forced single mom, losing my dad a year after my husband died. Like, I was young when I had to go through extreme grief, and then finding myself, and then putting myself into the pain of entrepreneurship, and then thinking that I had to grind really hard in order to achieve financial success, financial freedom. Then I found spirituality. Spiritual growth is a bitch. Like, those people out there that make it look easy are bullshitting you. Spiritual growth is, you go through states of depression, you go through states of, you want and need to be alone. It's a hard journey, man. And a lot of it isn't talked about. So then I went through my spiritual growth, and with my spiritual growth and this business, so I've been 6.5 years entrepreneur, and the spiritual growth has been happening before my husband passed away. So let's say like 15 years. I would say that I finally today have come to accept that this is my creative outlet. This is the way I can give you the most value, is to give you my experiences, to do these card readings, to give you some insight, to give you some direction. And this is easy for me, and that is okay. I am allowed to have easy even when it comes to working. I don't have to do things like, I hate packing, I hate shipping, I hate all that shit that I have to do for Amazon. What I enjoy is, I love like writing stories about my soaps. I love like just short stories, or this, really, social media. I enjoy it. And I'm finally, with this card this morning, realizing that I just have to release all of that programming that said, no, you have to work, you have to do it, it's going to be hard, it's not easy, you have to feel shitty, and you don't. So the message for today is, anybody watching, be the hunter, not the hunted. Being that hunter means to believe here. So believe in your heart, and this I've come to is also your subconscious mind. Here. Believe the good. Look for insight. Do visualizations where you can sit back and wait for answers. Talk to your subconscious mind. Say, I surrender. What message do I need to give the world? Where will I have most value? And you will start getting your answers. Love you guys.